Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to On the Mic with Mike, the leading daily social enterprise business show in the area. I'm your host, Mike King, and I appreciate you being here with me. The views expressed here are mine. I have no connection to, support of, or agreement with any other host, information, or ads on the station. I don't work for the station. My program just airs here on a daily basis. Join me as a cutting edge show. We uplift the community and we showcase RVA in a different way. The sounds you're listening to are emanating from the Mike King Biz Studio, which is the global epicenter of social enterprise business. Today, we're coming to you live from the Common House, 303 West Broad. It is the premier social co-working space in the area. So, on the mic with Mike, you highlight partnerships, people, organizations, social enterprise business, as well as we touch on some issues of the day. To get more information about me, please follow me on all social platforms at hashtag Mike King Biz, hashtag On the Mic with Mike. We'd like to thank our show sponsor, Tom Childry, the credit card guy. If you have credit card merchant service issues, Tom Childry's the man. He can help you with all of your credit card issues. He is a master at that. Tom Childry, 804-503-8472. Tom Childry, he is the credit card guru. He can help you with all those services. Tom Childry, 804-503-8472. Our second hour sponsor is Andy Taylor and Junk Luggers. If you have things around the house you need removed, make sure you give Andy Taylor a call. That's things, not people. Andy Taylor can help you. Everything from one room. They take care of hot tubs, whole houses. Andy Taylor and Junk Luggers can help. They also eco-friendly. That's why their trucks are lime green. So when you see them, you know that they are being friendly to the environment. Andy Taylor and Junk Luggers, 804-376-8558. Plus, those gentlemen do a lot in the community. Along the way, we have to pay bills, so please take a listen to our other sponsors and advertisers as they help us stay on the air. Today, folks, we always bring you the game changers in the area. First, we'd like to say thank you to our weather sponsor, which is Cena Hospitality. Cena Hospitality is out there. If you have, you want to have an event, Cena Hospitality is the place to do it. If you just want to get away from the kids and the family, Cena Hospitality is the place. And when you go there, tell them Mike King sent you, and you'll get the Mike King Biz discount. Today's high, 65 degrees, partly cloudy with the high, 65 winds at 5 to 10 miles an hour. Humidity is going to be 36%. UV index is 7 out of 10. Sunset is at 7:52 p.m. On the mic with Mike, we'd like to thank our sponsor for weather again. High 65. It's Friday, ladies and gentlemen, so enjoy yourselves out there. But you might need to have your bumper shoot with you. Not really. Chance of precipitation is 1%. So you're out there, 65 high, low tonight at 40 degrees. We got that out the way. Today is Friday, so our Swagger Studio series is up, and we're going to bring that to you in just a little while. And today we have Kingsley Ray, R&B singing sensation. He's going to be with us today, and that is sponsored by our good friends Jimmy Comer, Chris Smith at RBI Services. But first, we start off with Vonettia from
Committee of Consciousness.
the Committee of Consciousness. We just like to thank you. We'd like to thank our friend Annette Shore for bringing you and your organization to our attention. Let our listeners know who you are, what you do, and the impact that you guys are having in the community.
Absolutely. Good morning, everyone. So who we are, Committee of Consciousness, was just formed based off of an application to have an event. We are a group of Black women who happen to be vegan, and we wanted to lift up everyone else as we took better care of ourselves, each other, and our planet. And so we were formed. What we are doing is educating those and empowering them with information. So many people do not understand that most of us come from plant-based ancestry. And so now we're removing stereotypes about veganism and how it's connected only to certain subgroups. And just, again, helping people get better by making better choices about their health and nutrition, and continuing to take that information into marginalized communities and abroad. How you can get involved always is just to continue looking up information, connecting to us and other resources that empower communities that have been known for food deserts and other options of malnutrition and lack of resources.
And so where are you guys based out of?
Well, based out of Chesterfield, even though most of my committee members are spread around in Prince George, Dinwiddie, Richmond, Powhatan.
So let our listeners know about your personal story. I see you brought something with it as well. And from the holistic standpoint, the nutritions that you deal with and why veganism and plant-based is so important, especially in various communities as well as just the general population.
Absolutely. So I haven't been vegan very long. This is one of my meal replacement shakes that comes from Avocare. I actually became a distributor about 8 years ago because of supplements, and we knew that even the better, even you could eat the best if you want to, and you're not going to have all the supplements you need because they nutrients come from the soil, and our soil is now nutrient deficient over years of farming and irrigation. It's just interesting. So basically, that was how I got started, and then that grew from the Daniel fast with collective churches around do that into my vegan lifestyle. And so the reason why it's important to me, even more so than now, I wanted to be a doctor when I was growing up. Now I get to be a different kind of doctor.
That's true.
So health and wellness is the most important thing that we can have because you can't pay for health. Once it's gone, it's gone. So it's very valuable. It's priceless. And being a Black woman, I learned that 9 out of 10 Black women either have heart attacks or have heart disease. And I'm like, somebody needs to talk about this. Is important. And the more you dig up information, it's scary how hidden it is for you to do better. So we're bringing it to the forefront, and I love that I have the opportunity to share that with other men and women around the globe. Again, another question for me, Mr. Mike. I don't want to miss anything.
No, you're not missing anything. Okay, so let us know about what is it, the Black Vegan Experience. Okay, let our listeners know. See, that's what we do around here. You told me we were going to talk about it, and that's what we give our listeners. Ladies and gentlemen, here we go with more of that and a little bit of your name, your the organization again, how people could find you and get involved, and then we're going to go right into the Black Vegan Experience.
Alrighty, so again, my name is Vonettia Calloway, a full-time teacher with Chesterfield County Public Schools. I love the babies and miss them actually today for this little moment of time I'm away. Our organization is Committee of Consciousness. Again, we're just educating to empower everyone and just making sure people have resources to be lifted in communities. We have hosted the very first ever, the Black Vegan Experience, which is a vegan festival mixed with an educational conference. So we needed to create something of our own because a lot of people were being left out, not necessarily intentionally, but we wanted to be intentional about making sure the information got out. A lot of people don't want to hear about health and nutrition, or at least they didn't want to before the pandemic hit, and now more people are open to understanding and knowing. And it's hard to bring information to people that may be perceived as negative. But if you distract them with some good music, some good food, couple of laughs, oh my, they're not even gonna realize they're having a good time and learning at the same time. So the Black Vegan Experience was born. It was a vision that started over a Vitamix demonstration in Costco between myself, a teacher, a nurse, a naturopathic physician, and the conversation about some of the other plant-based conferences that happened and how there wasn't a diverse presence. So here we are now having our first Black Vegan Experience here in the Richmond, VA area. And it is going to be amazing. Dr. Milton Mills will be our keynote speaker. He has come from so many amazing series, What the Health. He has his own program he runs through plant-based prevention and disease and teaches us how we can reverse illnesses just by changing how we eat. Everybody can get involved. You can find us at Black Vegan Experience on Instagram, Facebook, The Black Vegan Experience, our webpage, theblackveganexperience.net. And actually go grab some tickets to participate with us. Don't just ask the questions, join us and find out for yourself. Form your own opinions. And you can buy tickets at Eventbrite because of the situation we're in with COVID restrictions and people wanting to feel comfortable. Virtual tickets are also available. And those same benefits for our in-person people will be available for you. Slutty Vegan ATL will be here from Atlanta, Georgia.
Wait, what's the name?
Slutty Vegan.
What? It's an attention grabber. That so it stopped me like what?
Oh yes, Miss Pinky Cole, brilliant mind. I believe her story started with her getting food poison, and she decided she wasn't going to eat meat anymore after that situation. And then after she couldn't find anything that tastes like lunch, she said, "I can do this myself. I can do better." So she developed Slutty Vegan, obviously sex sells. And
Yes.
so just having a little fun connotation behind that. And I experienced it for myself. I went to Georgia for a different kind of conference, and I had a meeting myself to be a Slutty Vegan, to be in line to get mine. I caught 2 trains and a bus and stood in line an hour. couldn't even eat the food on the train and the bus. Is public transportation. You had to get back to the Georgia Dome. But when I bit into that sandwich, my God,
She had you at the first bite.
touch my toes.
Okay, so how people a lot of times are scared about the whole idea of being a vegan.
Hmm.
It doesn't take. So were you set right away, or did it take you some time to get used to the things that you didn't have anymore? Like you told me about the man who said he loved bacon.
That was me.
You love
I
bacon.
had a relationship with
See,
bacon.
I didn't love bacon like that. Now I love me some ham. Now, for 30 years we didn't eat ham.
Wow.
It was turkey ham. I knew that it wasn't ham,
Mm,
and then we moved to Virginia, and I had some.
mm,
And next thing you know, I'm like, man, it was everything for the last 30 years that I thought it would be.
mm.
So I try, there's certain things, for as far as vegan things I've tried. How hard was it?
Once I made a decision, it wasn't hard at all. I
Mm.
think that's all it is. The mind controls everything else, and when you make a decision, commit to it. Done.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Vonettia Calloway here with that right here. That's what we gotta do. Put our minds into it. Okay, on the mic with Mike, the best business radio program around because we bring out the best and brightest. Today we're talking about health, nutrition, living a good lifestyle. And so the name of the group is Advocare,
Hmm.
and that's a meal replacement shake.
Yeah,
And
this
that's
is
what you have right there.
plant-based. That one's plant-based.
Okay. What are the other choices if it's not plant-based?
Oh, because my husband won't do that. They have chocolate, they have vanilla, they have berry flavored, they have chocolate chip.
So I think I think I could kind of roll with your husband because yes, sir, I do understand. I'm trying, so that's why we're bringing information to you. One of Mike, we're just a humble public servants out here just trying to make a difference. But sir, I can understand salted caramel, or as my nephews would say, caramel. They're from Pennsylvania, so they can't help it, like me.
Got it.
So salted caramel, and what is that you have there
This
plant-based?
is mine. This is my salted caramel. I brought one for you, so you could judge for yourself. When you need breakfast on the go, this keeps you from being tempted to get junk food. You just take it with you.
I was doing, ladies and gentlemen, this is a therapy show. You know how it works around here. On Mike with Mike, 5 to 7 a.m. We are here with you. Today is also Modern Love. Trying to get those shakes. I can get down, slim down for speedo weather. On the mic, on the mic with Mike. We are just here trying to be humble public servants. I was doing really good, and then our grandkids moved in,
Mm,
and the wheels fell off.
mm.
I stopped my relationship with gummy bears and candy and soda, and I was doing good. And my wife warned me,
Mm.
don't. I'm like, I'm good. I wasn't.
Mm.
And next thing you know, here I am having that relationship with the side piece, which is gummy bears. And next thing you know, it's like, okay, so yeah, I'm gonna try the meal replacement shake out. And I really need to talk to your husband
Oh,
because I think I might get a more accurate thing. Did it take him a while to get used to?
oh, he's a military guy,
Yes,
just as a veteran, and he suspects everything. So
he's
So-
earned the right to be a little suspect. Yes,
He
because
thought-
some of the stuff he's had to eat.
Well,
Yes.
I can relate to that.
Yes, and we've had meals that came in things
That look like that.
like that,
Uh-huh.
and yeah,
So what had happened was
it's bad when you start off with
No,
what had happened
no.
was.
No, he thought I was gonna put stuff in his food to help him calm all this other mess, and it took him a whole year to try anything we bought. But when he was getting sick and we weren't, he said, "Wait a minute, wait a minute, order my own. Just leave it in my man cave. I don't want nobody else touching it." And since then, the rest is history. We've been walking with wellness and health, and he's eating more vegetables and fruits than he has in his whole life.
Because you had told me about your son had been sick, and all of a sudden, by eating the right things, really can play a part in that.
Absolutely. So, a lot of us overcome inflammation, and my son and myself were allergic to everything outside, so it makes it hard sometimes to live. And at one point, Keon was on 14 different prescriptions, most of them for respiratory things. And so, as we continue diving deeper into health and wellness, we didn't even realize 6 months into this thing that he had not had an asthma attack, and he has not had an asthma attack in over 8 years, and he just felt like his body was healing from putting the better things into it. Obviously, we can't say anything, treats, cures, or diagnoses illness, but we can talk about how changing our lifestyle with the way we eat definitely makes a difference.
On the mic with Mike, the best business radio program around, coming to you from the Common House. Mike King here with. We are coming to you from ESPN Richmond. That's our home, 5 to 7 a.m. This also drops on Facebook, and soon we'll be coming to you from the Choice 105.3. We're going to be there 2 to 3 every day, so please follow and support the brand. So you also have a line. You do not essential oils.
I do that.
They're
too.
essential oils, and so
I tapped in it before I got here. So I wasn't feeling the best yesterday evening. A whole lot of things are happening in life, some sick family, whatnot. And so, the first thing you think of is, oh, Lord, with all the COVID situations going around, is this a symptom? But I calmed down. And I said, let me go to my cabinet because, we don't pick up pills much more in my home. And I tapped into the eucalyptus oil. Boy, I tell you, it smells so good. And you want to bathe in it, but, I have to be kind to you. I don't want to come and smell like the forest and the trees. But
well, I'm old. When you get old like us, it turns into the smell of Bengay.
Is it what it is?
And Bengay, it's
got any more on there?
yeah, okay. So you do have a natural thing going on, and we understand that. So Bengay is a new perfume. We have our matchmaker here with us. Paula Pardell is announced. She's going to talk to us a little while later. She looked kind of skeptical about the whole, Bengay as a perfume thing.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to work out well.
Hey, nah, okay. Y'all keep it up. Smells good. Okay. Yeah.
It must be an acquired smell.
It is an acquired smell. It's after you turn 60. And then all of a sudden things don't work. It feel better. You put the Bengay on, and we just, just in the house. Never mind.
What the lady say on Waterboy? When she's talking about everything was the devil. Bengay is the devil. If you think you're gonna get some loving, that is not it.
If my baby, listen. If my wife is listening, yes, okay. The Bengay works. It's a combination between Bengay and Vicks. What can't those two things? Vicks. I'm from Philly, old school. So Vicks can cure almost anything.
You just start talking about Robitussin too.
Actually,
okay.
Do you know what is inside of it?
No, I don't, ladies and
eucalyptus.
Okay, I like that smell, ladies and gentlemen. That's why we're here. We are a public service, program, just trying to help you out in any ways that we can. Let the listeners know about where they can find some of those common things that we get from prescriptions and those things that they can find from it's not holistic. What is it called?
Be considered
Okay, thank you. I am just a cultured throwback Renaissance man. Could you give us that information?
Sure. So, as a woman, a lot of times we deal with things that men don't want to talk about and be around just dealing with. So maca root is one of those wonderful ingredients in nature that could help ease symptoms with, your monthly cycles.
It's called maca root?
Maca root. Okay. Maca express root. I take a little supplement that's already put together because I'm not grinding it up and putting it in a capsule. I don't have time for that. So that's a natural remedy. Also, we were just discussing using eucalyptus essential oil has to be the right one. It cannot be perfumey. It has to be natural. I actually use Nature Sunshine. That's how I got connected to one of my committee members. And we use that. It helps with breathing. It helps with opening up everything. And like my niece and nephew would come visit, and they had asthmatic coughs. So I light their feet up with that, and they sleeping like babies again 5-10 minutes later. In their sleep, they didn't even wake up. So I love that. Other things that help with inflammation and pain is water intake. That is like the simplest thing to correct a lot. Most of us walk around in a state of dehydration. So we're one accident away from being in the hospital and hospitalized. Water intake helps with fluidity of the joints. It helps with keeping everything oiled up, just like a car. If you don't have enough oil in the engine, it's going to crack and break down. That's the same thing with your body. You should drink half your body weight in water every day, unless being, told differently by your doctor. That helps to balance out. It keeps you from snacking all day because you have that. Also, you snack them gummy bears that you keep picking up, you're not getting enough protein. Usually when your body craves sugar, you don't have enough protein coming into your body. And the pea plant-based protein that we consume is easier digestible than other protein sources. And so that's me. That's what I run on. Trying to think of anything else that we do, but probiotics. Everybody buying all this foolishness out the store, and Ammonium AD, you can control what's going on in your GI tract. Actually, that's really where your whole source of wellness comes from. If your guts are good, the rest of you is good. Taking a daily probiotic is phenomenal. I take mine through Avocare every day. And then they also have a fast melt. My husband don't like the capsules. Fast melt tastes like pixie stick. That candy.
Mm-hmm. Used
Yeah.
to love that when I
Yeah.
was a
My
kid.
niece and nephew, they go to the drawer when they get there, 5 and 6 years old, they know the deal. Only two a day. And they cut it open and they just take the time.
Okay, so wait a second. What is it?
It's called Fast Melt. It's a powdered probiotic and it tastes amazing. So my husband will actually do that every day. He might do a couple of them too because it tastes good. He's a sweet guy.
Yeah, okay. I'm not a real sure, but the candy thing was I've kind of gotten off that every so often. Now I'll fall off
Mhm.
I'll do some backsliding here and there with
Thank
that.
God for deliverance.
Exactly. Yes, and so doing that with the idea of candy, but the pixie stick thing, what's that called again?
Fast Melt.
I may have to get at a.
But make sure you order from my site.
I will, okay, and where can we find your
Okay.
site? Yeah, this
So
is a business show,
so
and you gotta let people know.
you would type in Avocare, www.avocare.com with my number 15105011. That takes you to Vanetta Calloway's page. Again, that's how I was introduced to health and wellness and started doing my own research. And I can't complain. It's been amazing.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Vonettia Calloway here. One last time, let us know about the event that you have coming up, and let's go back to the Black Vegan Experience.
That's it.
There we go. Here we go.
Everything that I do is my Black vegan experience. So I want to make sure that I'm growing that information and taking that from everyone else. So guys, the Black Vegan Experience, May 15, 2021. This is 2.0 since we were shut down last year because of the pandemic. And we're excited to meet everybody coming out to have a good time, to learn about how to take better care of yourself, each other, in our communities. Our world will thank us for it. We'll be here a little while longer. We'll be there outside the Squirrel Stadium from 10 to 4. You can get your tickets online, eventbrite.com, www.theblackveganexperience.net, at Black Vegan Experience on IG, and the Facebook, the blackveganexperience.net as well.
Ladies and gentlemen, on the mic with Mike Vonettia Calloway here. We'd like to thank her for coming in. Make sure you support her and her event and her organization. And go ahead, I'm going to let you know about the Advocare because I'm trying to do the right thing. Like I said, getting ready for that beach weather. Getting ready on the mic with Mike out here, trying to do the right thing. We'll be back on the other side. We, talk a little bit about some of our sponsor advertisers. Coming up in a little bit, Paula Pardell is here with us with Modern Love. Talk about, finding love in all the right places. On the mic with Mike. We'll be back in just a moment.
So that's cool.
Ladies and gentlemen, on the mic with Mike, back with our good friend Paula Pardell, Bloom Matchmaking. She's here to talk about all great things happening. Spring is in the air. Everyone has a shot. Well, not everyone, but Mike King, Paula Pardell, Bloom Matchmaking. The segment is called Modern Love. Paula, welcome back.
Thanks, Mike. I'm glad to be here. Happy Friday or Thursday. Gosh, it's going to be.
It's Friday.
Yeah, it's Friday. Sorry.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. Happy
Already.
springtime.
What's going on out there with you?
I'm really excited. We're starting to plan events, in-person events. So I'm going to start having some singles events. The first one's going to be at the Virginia Axe Club, which is a really cool place. It's locally owned by two women. You can go there. You can throw axes. You can throw knives. You can throw like those, those stars. What are those throwing stars?
Yeah.
There's all kinds of stuff you can do. I feel like it's an awesome stress reliever. And I think it'll be a cool thing for people to really just have fun and meet some new people and get out there and get out in public again,
Paula Pardell, matchmaking, throwing knives and axes. That really goes together.
Yeah. I don't know. I have to come up with a name for the event. Do you think Axes of Love is too corny?
I love it, but I'm a cornball. So what difference does it make? I think it's a great one. Axes of Love.
And it's going to benefit the Relationship Foundation.
Shout out to Chris Beach.
Yep, Chris Beach. He's going to be there. So we're going to be benefiting the Relationship Foundation. So every event that I'm going to have is going to benefit one of the nonprofits that I work with.
And when are you doing this?
It's going to be May 20th. So we're in the beginning phases of planning this, and we're going to start getting it out there. So watch for it. You can see it on it's going to be all over the place on the internet, on my Facebook page, my Instagram page, my website, bloommatchmaking.com, in my meetup groups, and we're going to be blasting it all over the place.
On the mic with Mike, Paula Pardell here with us. How can people find Paula Pardell and Bloom Matchmaking?
Well, I have a website, bloommatchmaking.com. You can go on my website, and there's all kinds of information about what I do and how I do it. You can become a client, or you can become a database member also. I'm also on Facebook, Instagram. Gosh, where else am I on?
You have a phone.
I do
Paula
have
Pardell has a phone.
Give me a call. I'd love to get to know you and see what your issues are with dating right now and see if I can help you out. 804-244-1398.
On the mic with Mike, the best business radio program around 5 to 7 a.m. Sports 106. No, it's ESPN Richmond.
Bring me a call.
Ladies and gentlemen, on the mic with Mike, the best business radio program around. Mike King, Paula Pardell. We're going to take a break for the cause. As I said, the microphone isn't free, plus my grandkids need stuff. I'd like to shout out to our sponsor, Tom Childry, the credit card guy. If you have credit card merchant service issues, Tom Childry's the man. Upcoming is the Swagger Studio series. We're here with Kingsley Gray singing Sensation. He'll be with us. Paula Pardell is hanging around. She has some more great things to tell us about Axis of Love and all the great things that she's doing. Me and the missus were out the other day. We got the Joe Juice. So, we were out we're just out a little bit, still keeping distance because we still don't, hey, we're still trying to do our part to make everything right. So on the mic with Mike, the best business radio program around. I'm your host, Mike King. We'll talk to you in just a little bit. Kingsley Ray is upcoming with the Swagger Studio series, and that is brought to you by Jimmy Comer, Chris Smith of RVI Services.
What do you think about that?